Welcome back to the Express on top of Grouse Mountain. It's so gorgeous up here, and often we feel like we live in the promised land. It may be true, but adjusting to life in Canada isn't easy. They say one of the biggest problems for new immigrants is finding a job. There are communication and language barriers. Networking skills can be a problem. The good news, Job Options BC has a new program offering the tools so everyone can strive for success.
Canada, the true north, strong and free, a land of wealth and opportunity. But for hundreds of thousands of new immigrants, life here can be a struggle. Cynthia Mahia knows. The mother of two emigrated from Honduras last year, thinking she could quickly find a job as an office administrator because of her experience. She was wrong.
It was very, very tough for me. I didn't have any reference. People didn't know me here. And I have to work very hard to get those.
Not only that, Cynthia didn't have the communication skills needed to get her foot in the door. After months of rejection, she knew something had to be done.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. So I started doing many volunteer jobs, taking many trainings and workshops, and that helped me a lot.
This program, it's classroom-based sessions with team job search.
She also came here, the Immigrant Services Society, and enrolled in Job Options BC, a new program designed to help new immigrants set goals and give them the real-life skills to achieve them.
Writing a targeted Canadian-appropriate resume, interviewing, how to answer interview questions to demonstrate your skills and abilities, to really highlight and market yourself. And there's going to be training allowance to support the classroom work. The hidden job market, a lot of immigrants, a lot of newcomers don't always realize that the jobs are not always advertised. So getting them to understand that part and how to approach the hidden job market.
The program even provides clients with business wear, something many new immigrants just can't afford.
It really boosts up their confidence, not only providing an outfit for the person, but actually, when you see them coming back, they're glowing, they're very happy with what they've gotten.
It all helped Cynthia achieve her goal. About a month after completing the program, she landed a job at a nonprofit organization, fulfilling her own passion for helping others.
That's why I'm thankful, because they help me to set goals. That is very important. Also, to have confidence in myself. And yeah, it's very important.
Cynthia plans to go back to school to study social work so that she can help new immigrants like herself live out their dreams in Canada. I'm Tim Chung in Vancouver for The Express.
For more information about the Job Options BC program, you can contact the Immigrant Services Society of BC. Now, up next on The Express, we're getting our groove on with the feel-good folk music of What a Son. Two Vancouver boys about to release their second album with one unique sound.
Oh, yeah. It's an honor to be living in the now, here to breathe and to breathe out you.
It's a sound their fans describe as perfect music for the beach. And their name, Wadasun, encompasses those elements.
I'm influenced by a lot of world music, reggae music, you could say Bob Marley. Could even be a little bit of punk like Sublime. And really replays the steel pan and the cajon, so it makes it a very unique experience to watch as well as to listen to.
Our sound's definitely unique because we do create a pretty big sound for just two guys. Adam has a lot of different vocal sounds, and he can sing really fast and put a lot of syllables into a short period of time. He's got a pretty unique guitar style too, very rhythmic. Being in a band and being able to just, live for music, and it's pretty special. I mean, you wake up and you have a show at night, and you're pretty pumped to go out there and just see what the kind of reaction you can get from the crowd. It's just fun to play music, and you're pretty grateful just to be able to do that.
Yeah, trying to got my mood and my feeling right. Wondering what I gotta do. I connect, I'm better, I connect with you, yeah.
Watterson has just finished producing their second album.
Releasing an album's a roller coaster because, you know, as an artist, you're never finished, right? You can always just keep producing and keep making. And so to actually have an album finished in your hands is a relief because you're like, yeah, it's finally there, it's done, I got the artwork, I'm holding on to the actual product.
And they're pleased to be able to offer this product to their fans just in time for beach weather. In Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
You can see Watterson on Friday, April 22nd in the Backstage Lounge on Granville Island. Their new album will be available there, and you can also get it on iTunes. We also happen to have a copy to give away. If you'd like to win it, be the first correct emailer now, expresscontest@shaw.ca, to name one of the 2 types of drums that Reed plays in the band. And good luck to you. You're watching The Express, and we have more stories from the snow and the stage coming up. After the break, the Medicine Trail Tour in the Challaghan Valley.
All pretty much good for you. This stuff right here is actually going to be in the tea we're drinking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Surrey's production of The Grounding of Donnie Greener. The Express. This is your local voice.
Ground until next week. You're so unfair. Weren't you ever a kid?
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by The Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
What's your thing?
Bugs.
Everybody's gotta have a thing.
My thing's sound effects. Here's a T-Rex.
Nobody's good at everything. Everybody's good at something. What's your thing?
Welcome back to The Express at Grouse Mountain. Snowshoeing is so popular in these parts that earlier this year, Grouse opened up the snowshoe grind, which you can time yourself on as well. But this isn't the only place to get your snowshoe on. Up next on The Express, we head to the Challaghan Valley to learn about the magic of the Medicine Trail.
A magical place. Snow falls outside of time. A creek still teems with life. And the sound of snowshoes harmonize naturally, as if each footstep were the instrumental heartbeat driving forth Mother Nature's symphony.
Beautiful out here, isn't it?
Canadian Snowmobile Adventures guide Luke Koala is the skywalker of the Challaghan Valley, which feels oh so far, far away in a distant galaxy. The Force is with him on every snowshoe tour, on every tree encounter.
I've been playing outside for, well over a decade, climbing and backpacking and skiing. I've always just loved naturalism. I've loved the intricacies of the inner workings of the forest, I should say, how everything kind of just, goes together and nothing's really out for its own, Everything works together, everything's symbiotic. So we got female on this side, male on this side. They are authentic to the Coast Salish down in Squamish. We've been told that they are a mating pair, so this is actually a fertility omen.
Part philosopher, part bookworm, Serenity turns to science as the tour progresses down the Medicine Trail. Historically a First Nations trapping line and harvesting resource, basically the modern-day equivalent of a medicine cabinet.
The medicinal properties of everything around us right now are pretty huge. Everything from just a quick bout of vitamin C to some organisms and plants that were used to control or even treat and even cure type 2 diabetes. All right. numerous bunch of organisms on this particular tree.
And all of them, this paramour of nature teaches, are good for you.
All pretty much good for you. This stuff right here is actually going to be in the tea we're drinking. All these lichens are basically, number one, antibiotic. So you can actually use them in wounds as a gauze or as basically a bandage. And when you drink them in the tea, they're really good for your lungs and your immunity.
Drinking 4 cups of this tea a day, 40 hours a week, it's no wonder the Saskatchewan native energetically tackles everything on the tour, from plants' healing properties to survival tips, to just appreciating the beauty of the scenery like it was for the first time.
As long as the snow's falling, I got a smile on my face.
What an incredible way to spend a snowy afternoon. Today's tour is 2.5 hours followed by a snack. Now in the evening they snowshoe for an hour and then they head over to the caboose for a giant bonfire, chili and brownies all made by the Barefoot Bistro. Now this is what I call roughing it. And as the tour wrapped up on top of a frozen lake, it was time for tea. A medicinal brew sourced from the land we explored.
This right here is a piece of a reishi mushroom. I just like to call it the superpower tea because it makes it feel like a Superman. Wonderful stuff.
Wonderful stuff, thanks to experiencing through the eyes and heart of a wonderful guy.
Well, cheers to a great day.
Cheers, you too. Thumbs up.
Spring may have sprung, but there's still a deep freeze in the Challaghan Valley with plenty of dramatic snowscapes to explore. Although we have a whole different kind of drama with today's youth-produced segment, Gen Y. Surrey High School students are working through the often rocky parent-teen relationships on stage with the grounding of Donnie Greener.
Maybe I shouldn't even be allowed to open my mouth except to breathe.
Curfews, groundings, and strict parents. These are the familiar themes of Kwantlen Park's Inter-Ray production, The Grounding of Donnie Greener.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am sick and tired of all these evasions. Fess up! To what?
The Grounding of Donnie Greener is a play that our school is putting on. It's about these two mothers, and they have a daughter, and I'm playing that daughter, Donnie Greener. And Donnie Greener is always getting into trouble.
Fine, you're grounded until next week. You're so unfair. Weren't you ever a kid?
I played Greener, her more abrasive and masculine and angrier mother.
Well, I'm not perfect, and I'm not a kid. Of course you're not perfect. You're a parent, that's even farther from perfection!
Greener is the typical parent that wants to relate to their child but can't. She loves Donnie, but Donnie is very closed to her mother.
I'll see you later. Yeah, see you later.
It's about them trying to find their relationship and trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong, if there even is a right or a wrong.
The play also shows the different parenting styles and the huge challenges of being a parent.
I think a lot of the conflict that parents have with their children is based in part on their similarity. They share some common values. The values that they don't share are sources of conflict, but sometimes the common values or the characteristics they have in common can also be a source of conflict.
You forgot Xena and Bride of Frankenstein.
Who are you talking to?
Most parents have trouble connecting with their kids because their kids don't want to talk to them. Donnie doesn't want to be honest with her mother, and the major challenge of being a parent is honesty.
Another common theme was the conversations in code, so parents did not know what the discussions were really about.
There's a problem, isn't there?
Yep.
And you can't say what it is, can you?
Nope.
Because your mom is listening.
Yep. I actually really enjoy that scene because I do sometimes talk in code with my friends on the phone because my parents are right there. So I think a lot of teenagers do it too.
The students also had words of advice for aspiring actors.
I say go with it because you'll make a lot of new friends and you'll hopefully learn something new and you'll really get into your character and you may find like it's something you really enjoy doing and you may want to do it in the future.
They can go as far as they want to. Anything they put their mind to, they can do. And it's good to be in a place where I can remind the people I work with of that they can go as far as they want to go.
Many people will find that if they just jump forward and try, they'll find something they really like. And if you don't try, you'll never know, right?
Gen Y is brought to you by Options, Surrey Community Services Society.
Gen Y is a Shaw TV Access segment. The youth reporters are all volunteers. They get to learn a little bit about the world of broadcasting and share stories from the local teen community. And community is what we're all about on The Express. So here's our spotlight on local events. VIBC's City of Bhangra presents 9 days of drums, dance, and discussion. Enjoy a broad range of talent spanning from folk music to rock-inspired bands, Bhangra sounds, and dancers from all over North America. Bobby Singh of the CFL is holding his 3rd annual non-contact youth football camp for kids ages 7 to 15. The camp will be led by a member of the San Francisco 49ers of the NFL. Visit Dr. Sun Yat-sen Classical Chinese Garden and see a fascinating display of miniaturized landscapes. The exhibition is accompanied by a plant sale, demonstrations, and classes. And that's it for today's Express from Grouse Mountain, where they still have a few weeks left of winter-inspired activities. Now we're going to leave you with a look at the local art scene and Carousel Theatre's latest production, and we'll see you next time.
They sent you two, eh? What? Is that what they think of me? They send a couple of pimply-faced whelps like the two of you? Well, come on, laddies. Do your best.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll show you there's more fight left in me than they think. Come on.
Are you sure you have no...
What did you hit me with?
I didn't hit you at all.
You have hands of bronze. I'd have never guessed.